I'm going to tell you why women do not want you as a partner or even a friend. So, chances are you are a fat, skinny, fat, or fat guy. So, what you want to do is you want to go to the gym consistently. Like, if you skip on the gym, maybe one day, that's fine, obviously. But you just can't skip a week. Like, if you have no reason to not go, you should go. And it has to be a big reason. And while you're at the gym, you should weightlift or do calisthenics. And your main goal with this, what you should be working towards, is building a good looking body. And let me define good looking body for you. An attractive aesthetic body has this thing called a V taper. And it's where your waist is smaller than your shoulders. And there's this little, you look like a V. Your upper body looks like a V. And what you want to do to build this, your main muscles that you target should be your neck, your shoulders, your back, your abs. Those are the few main muscles you should focus on. And a few other small muscles are like your legs and your forearms, which also really help out your physique. And that is like the few main muscles you should be working out more than others. You should work out every muscle like optimally, but those few muscles you should focus on just a little bit more so they seem just a little bit more developed. Now, your mindset. Like, so you probably right now are not an even-tempered guy. You probably are just looking to find a woman. And that isn't what you should do. It takes a while to actually get a woman. And that isn't what you want to hear. I know that is not what you want to hear. But it takes a while to get a high-value woman. So, what you want to be is stoic and work-focused. Practically think like a billionaire. So, what I mean by that, right, is you know how people say, don't reply to her. You see that message? Wait like 6-10 minutes. Instead of like acting like you're busy, you should be busy mostly all your day. You should like try to get the ball rolling. And what I'm saying by that is like all these habits that people were talking about, they didn't build them up in one day. They got the ball rolling and they used momentum to start those habits. And your work is a starting thing for that momentum. And same with working out. And the reason I'm saying stoicism, right? Women like a more neutral guy. And the reason they like that is because I'm going to go on about energies, and it's going to seem a little cringy, I guess. But feminine energy is more uncontrollable, chaotic, like wild in their emotions. And you want to be the complete and utter opposite of that. And the reason is they're just more attracted. Think of it like a magnet. The negative and positive sides are attracted, but two of the same will not go to each other. They will repel. So you can't go into a good relationship with the same energy, because it just won't end well. And yeah. Another reason why they don't like you, most likely, is because your life just isn't that fun. On the screen right now, I have a picture of people going out to eat. This shouldn't be like an every week thing. But if you really want a good woman to build social skills and to like have a more exciting life is a major thing in that endeavor, because you need good social skills, and a woman doesn't want to be with a guy who isn't in a entertaining life. I know that sounds wicked, but many of you think that you can get a good video gamer girl. There's like 3% of the girls are maybe video gamer girls. And most of them aren't very high quality, if you would ask me. And the ones that actually do look good usually have OnlyFans and stuff that you as a man shouldn't really tolerate. And so now let me get with the social life aspect. You should aspire to have a good social life. And women like funny, yes, but not class clown kind of funny. They like this kind of funny where it's like boyish in a way. I know this is like gonna be hard to think of on the spot. Like kind of make fun of them, kind of poke at them a little. Not like too much, but let's say it's hot and they're sweating. Like make fun of them. Like say they're nervous or something. Okay, on to my next few points here. You want to try and stay mysterious. I know that sounds like strange in a way, but as soon as you meet a woman, you practically tell her your entire life story, so she's like, oh, okay then. And then she has no room to think of you at all. And if you stay mysterious, she'll be more inclined to think about you, wonder what you're doing. I mean, you don't have to stay mysterious in every aspect of your life, but being that little bit more mysterious will leave her room to think about you. And it isn't exactly the healthiest for her to think about you 24/7, but that is like kind of a goal that you can have for her to think of you 24/7. But not everything love is healthy. Like as a man, you're doing unhealthy stuff too. So, yeah. Okay. So, on to my next point here. The reason why, one of the major reasons why women are not truly in love with you is because you haven't put in the effort. And you're gonna say, like, oh, I have for like 2 months now. Well, I mean, truly, by putting in the effort, is working for 2 to 3 years on full self improvement. Not like monk mode. You don't need to go that far. That is a major improver. But you want to be really into self improvement for at least 2 to 3 years. And if you don't see improvement in that time, like if you don't get any girls in that time, then you have done something wrong. There will be instances, though, where you are doing stuff right, but you won't get girls. It's because when you get success, it will be you will notice a difference. Like one day you will get nothing at all, no play, nothing, and the next day, like 15 girls will be interested in you, just out of nowhere. So, success is compounding. And once you're after that point where it's night and day, you will just go up and up and up and up. And you don't want to stop. Because once you start, you don't want to go back to what you used to. And that's pretty obvious. But you have so much momentum, so much force behind what you're doing. It's hard for you to stop. If you truly been on self improvement, you will like unconsciously in your mind somewhat do your good habits. You won't like unconsciously go to the gym and work out, most likely. Some people are just some like weird gym rat where they do that. I wish I had time like them. But yes, if you truly, truly in your mind, like believe you're gonna do this and you put in effort for long enough, you will do it. And my last point here, my very last point, your SMV, your sexual market value. You want to try and bundle up all these things. Don't try and focus on just one thing. There should be one thing at the forefront, though. Like, you shouldn't entirely focus on it. You should do other things with it. And this is something called working out, which I mentioned at the start. This is the main improver in many men's life. Working out can bring a man to from the brink of the severest depression to happy with his life. I have seen it happen, and I have, in a sense, in a small sense, that has happened to me. For the first time, I'm going to tell you about my life story. I went from being 6'1", 110 pounds, to being still 6'1", but now I'm 160 pounds. It's all muscle, but I've never felt better in my life. I went from jacking off 5 times a day to not jacking off in 7 months. And I've never felt any better in my life. Self-improvement has really changed my life. And I am so happy I found it. And I believe you will be too. If you really try and you really want it, you will be happy too. Just work for it and work hard.